And the reason why I decided to participate in the Search of Roots program was to reconnect with my identity as a Chinese American and also to reconnect with my family's history. We're on
feeling good.
the trail to my grandfather's village.
A mile and a half. It's our longest walk so far.
I wanted to know where my last name came from, Wong. I wanted to know what his life was like back in China, and I wanted to know all that it meant to be a Wong. When I think about my grandfather's village, a lot comes to mind. I see all these people surrounding me, like talking to me in Chinese, and I can't understand any of them. I remember how hot it was. I remember all the bugs flying around. I remember just feeling very overwhelmed.
Over the threshold. Now they're
When my grandmother found out that I got into the In Search of Roots program, she was really excited because I was the first grandchild to go back to China. Getting a chance to go to the village and like seeing all the things that like she was describing was like really wonderful. And she also made a big deal about me visiting this school in China that was near my grandfather's village that she and the Wong Association that she belongs to sends money to every year. So what we did, we got back on the bus and we were driving to this school that was near my grandfather's village, and it was the most beautiful like building that I saw. It was this white building, like it looked like fresh paint, and it was really large and just really impressive structure that stood out on this kind of like barren rice field landscape. So just imagine like brown fields, and then all of a sudden you see this huge white building in the middle of it. And I didn't really get what that place was, other than that it was really special to my grandmother, but that's all that I really needed. There's one really special moment that I had when I was walking back to the bus after visiting my grandpa's village, and that's when I saw a black butterfly kind of fluttering around me. And I looked to Al, and Al said that the black butterfly represents the spirit of your ancestors, and I didn't doubt what he said because, I don't know, I kind of felt like my grandfather was there with me at the village.
My Gonggong entered through Angel Island in the San Francisco Bay in 1921. He was 15 years old. He returned to China 5 years later to take a bride. Shortly after, he left China again, leaving his new wife behind in Ma Mei Wu village. I knew my cousin would be attending this trip with me, so we made the focus of her research on Ma Mei Wu. My focus was on Suenam, where our grandmother was born and raised. I had been to the village where my mom grew up, Ma Mei Wu, when I was 9 years old. But searching out where my grandmother was from was another adventure.
That's the name of the village.
So wandering around the village of Suenam was mostly to observe what my grandmother experienced growing up. However, the opportunity to actually pay respects at a certain household didn't arise. There wasn't an exact building, like a house, to go visit. So one thing that my cousin and I adapted to when we were in the village was a tree that was several hundred years old. Because of its age, my cousin and I just kind of shared a little fantasy thought while we were there that, well, we were touching the tree that maybe our pawpaw was playing around when she was a little girl.
Going to school.
There was a school nearby that my grandmother didn't attend, but I know we've sent money back to help fund. And it was really nice to see that it was very modern. When I was back in China in 1989, everything seemed so rural to me, and maybe it was the age difference, but the school had a playground and an outdoor amphitheater, and it was very clean and really pleasant to walk around it. I could just imagine being there, learning, and having fun.